It's after 19 on Radio Phoenix, and I'm now joined by Peter and Mwengwe. Good evening, guys. How are you doing?
Evening, CK.
All right. Evening, Mwenge.
Good evening.
All right. Okay. You guys will be traveling to Washington, D.C. next month, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
we will.
All right. Tell us about that. Tell us why you are here, first of all.
Yes, my name is Peter Lungu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the Executive Director of Zambian Institute for Sustainable Development
Mm-hmm.
and the mentor of the group.
Okay.
So I'll be going with 7 students to Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
for the first Global Robotics Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we're building a robot in Zambia. It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be 160 countries and we'll go there and compete.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically about it. So we're promoting science, technology, engineering, mathematics, which is STEM. So Mungi can talk more about that anyway.
All right. Yes, Mwengwe, how were you picked to represent the country?
Okay, I actually found out about this via a mutual friend, Sela Kasepa. She's studying at Harvard University in the US. So she informed me that there's this amazing project which is called First Global. It's handing out a robotics competition. They're flyers. They used to do it within the country, just simple, plain, but now it's going international, and this is going to be the first challenge. And you have all these African countries which are going. You have Botswana, South Africa, Morocco. She also she wanted Zambia to be there. It's necessary. Why should we be left out when everyone else in the world is moving forward? So said, oh, okay. This is interesting. It's not something that I would usually do, actually. So I said, okay, this is interesting. So I what way can I help? Can I just sit in, or can I just be part of this group and just see what goes on? Because building a robot, I mean, come on.
Yeah. All right. So you applied? Did you apply, or you were just hand-picked?
Well, the process was quite rigorous because what I did was I wanted to get the best kids from across the country. So I'd like to tell you that Mwengo was the head girl at Fatima.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we have another girl, Makasa, who was a top at grade 9 in Zambia. And we got Ephraim, one of the computer geniuses. So we tried to get across the country. We've got people from the Koa Belt, from Kabwe, from within Lusaka, and obviously we've got 3 girls, 4 guys. I mean, it's the first thing, so we didn't have enough time to select, but we've tried to be as fair as possible. And hopefully for next year we'll make it big and try and reach out to more people across the country.
All right. So are you going to compete against other students from other parts of the world? How will it go?
Well, actually, we are competing against other students because this competition has an age range between 15 and 18. Sorry, so they're looking at gaining youths, especially high school students, those who are doing their A levels, like the Brits. They're doing their A levels by now, and so on and so forth. So these people, each country is going to come up with a team that is going to represent them at this competition, and those are the people who are going to build the robot and therefore send it over now for the actual competition, which will be in Washington.
Is this something that you've done before? Have you ever built a robot?
No. All I remember is going out, finding clay soil, pouring water on it. That's the furthest I dealt with building, or Legos, building blocks in class. But a robot, I never thought that you could actually make these things move. My first line of thought when I thought about robotics in the first place was Iron Man or Transformers or some weird movie. So I have never actually built a robot. So just the process was just intriguing.
Yeah. As a young person, how does that make you feel?
Empowered? Because the world is moving forward. And I don't think time waits for nobody in this world. So it just it brings a new sense, a new relief, a new freedom to me, actually, that this would be happening, because I see a future, a very bright future, in which robotics is now becoming part of jets. You have a category of its own just dealing with robots, and how those robots are able to help their various communities and so on and so forth. So it's something that has a lot of weight that most people just don't realize.
All right. So Peter, this competition, what's the prize? Are they winning something?
Well, I think as most people say, the ultimate prize is basically getting to interact. Yeah, I don't think there's a prize per se. But imagine you've got 160 countries. You know, we've got Germany, we've got Japan, you've got China. You know, basically these are kids. These are big economies, big countries, and just interacting with these brilliant minds. I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, as Mongo said, and who can jump onto this and will come back and teach more people in Zambia. So it's really exciting. I think that's the ultimate prize.
How long will the competition go?
Well, it's from the 14th to about the 20th. So the first day is obviously we get picked up, we get oriented, we'll be staying at George Washington University, which is a stone throw from the White House. And then the next day we get running and trying to register, 2 days of competing, and the last day they get to see Washington DC. So, well, it's a holiday plus the trip. I think it's a great experience for everyone.
And what do you intend to achieve after that? Are you going to, is it going just to end there, or are you going to also be teaching other, kids, other students?
Yes, I think the first global robotics is just the beginning. And as I said, thanks to Sela Kasepa from Harvard and Harvard University who are sponsoring us. We're very grateful for that. The aim is to promote STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, because we know that we have jets, but we have all these kids that have all these dreams to build all these things. And right now we've got 3 girls doing it, and sometimes they believe that the girl cannot do science and maths. So we want to change that. We want to go there, build, and go to schools and build communities. And we're glad to say that most recently we had kids from Nkana Trust, from Hillcrest, who came on a part of our program. So we are teaching people, and we want to grow this. So the robotics thing is only a small thing. It's about appreciating the science, the technology, engineering, mathematics in schools, and applying and having practical solutions.
All right. So Mwengwe, what do you want to study?
I want to become an economist, actually, specifically agricultural economics.
I thought you maybe wanted to be a scientist.
Science will always be one of those things I hold near and dear, but my first love is mathematics. And from early on, I don't know, I have this fire for anything to do with business, so I go with that. But I will always, science is just one of those things where, this pops up, no, I need to also get involved with this. In as much as I love and I would wish to go in that direction, I still hold science with great regard. So it's one of those things where if I get the chance to jump on that boat and say, okay, let me try this new project in this direction, I would. But you never know. Maybe after my first year of A-levels at the university, I might change my mind and go into engineering or something, because they're equally as appetizing to choose, man.
Why math? I know very few girls would, love math. Why do you love math?
Okay, so why I love math? I don't think I have a direct route as to why I love math. Maybe it's because I love my mother. Mommy, I love you so much for this. She used to sit me down and tell me, a girl, do not take it when a girl is told she can't do this. You can. And you are going to be able to pass math. Mwengwe, you cannot fail math. So, I took it along with me. And it's one of those things that I grew into. So all the times I'd have people tell me, no, this is so hard. Calculus is so hard. You're cracking your shell. You cannot solve it. And I would say, you've already told yourself that. You've defeated yourself. So I went with that fire, and it's something that kept me running through my grade 7, through my grade 9, even my grade 12. It's one of those things where I was like, math is just one of those subjects which, Mwengwe, this is your subject. You cannot simply let it go. So my fire for math comes most likely from my mom's emphasis that, math is something that everyone can do. It's not just for particular people. It's something that even you can participate in, so you better pass your math. And I took it with me and said, okay, I have to just pass my math.
And what can you tell a girl who's listening right now and she's probably thinking, I can't do math, I'm not good at it, I'm a girl, I'm not supposed to be good in math? What do you have to tell them? Or what do you have to tell her?
There has never been a limit that has been set for you. There was no limit. It's not stated anywhere that no, this specifically is not for you. The sky itself is not the limit. So why should you limit yourself and say that no, I cannot do math? you're wasting talent. There are so many geniuses walking outside right now. We may pass someone and not know that this child that you're walking past could be the next Einstein of our generation. And all because you simply said, that is not meant for me. When it actually is. All it requires is effort. Place in the effort and wonders happen. Just place in the effort. You can do it no matter what. If I am able to do it, anybody else in the world is able to do it. I'm sure Michelle Obama can do it. You yourself can do it as well. Just place that mindset. Get rid of the mindset that no, it's something that's not meant for me. That should not take a step into your life. First things first, I can do this. It will not defeat me. It's math. It's my friend. I'm better than it.
Nice. And Peter, lastly, your concluding remarks. What do you have to say to the people of Zambia, and of course to people who've been supporting this project?
Well, I would like to say to the Zambian people that it's really an honor. I mean, we don't take it as a right to represent the country. And I think I told you it's called Team Zambia 72. And obviously it's...
Why Team Zambia 72?
Yeah, well, it's two ways. Obviously, there are 7 students and 1 mentor, and the third person is the Zambian people. So it's 72, and again we're 72 tribes. Yeah, so it plays on both ways. So what we're trying to say is this project itself actually is called IPO. IPO is hope spelled backwards. We want to give hope back to the Zambian people because they deserve it, and we say we thank you for representing you, and we will not disappoint you, but we ask for your support. That go to Zambia Robotics online. Support us, we'll be there. When we go to DC, we'll be streamed online. We will fly the flag very high. And as we said, Zambia, we together, we want to work with the youth. I'm passionate about the youth. People like Mwengwe, many other youths. I think we can do it as a generation. It's time, it's time to take responsibility for our problem. We're not saying, no, the government, it's us who can do something. So, CK, the Zambian people, this is for you, Team Zambia 72, all the way. We're Zambian and proud. 10 on number 1, as we say. Thank you very much.
So the website, once again, if they want to follow you, updates, are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter?
If you're looking for that, wonderful. Just check out on Facebook at Zambia Robotics. If you're on Twitter or you're on Instagram, check out at Zambia Robotics 17.
All right. And what do you have to say before I let you go, Mwengwe?
I hope this continues. We need more people. Robotics is not something that you should let die. It's not a one-time thing. Let us all simply embrace it and move on. And STEM should be something that should continue throughout the ages. It's not hard. Just simply put in that effort.
All right, guys. Tell you what, thank you so much for coming through. And all the best as you travel to Washington, D.C. next month.
Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you so much for coming through. There you go. It's 15 minutes after 19 on our radio.